This pregnancy was unplanned, a surprise, and my husband and I had just made a plan for our pregnancy, thinking that we would probably try in about a year. And then we found out that we were expecting our third child, so it was kind of a shock for that to sink in, and it was pretty much the opposite of what we had planned. But once we started thinking about a third child and how that was going to affect our family, we got excited. And once we shared it with our kids and our families, made it really exciting and feel like it was the right time. The big difference for us in this birth from our two previous ones is that we live closer to our families now. When our first two children were born, we lived in Vancouver and our families were far away. And so we were kind of on our own. But this time around, we're having, my mom is going to be there and one of my close friends. And that's new for us. So I'm excited to share it with people who are close to us. And we're also having our oldest daughter there. That's the plan anyway. So I'm really excited. She's been so interested in this pregnancy and this baby and her new sister. And I'm just so excited for her to be there and share in that moment with us. My favorite things about being pregnant are feeling the baby move, and especially at this stage, at 39 weeks, when I feel her moving, I can really feel that it's a person and there's a real baby in there, and I can tell what's happening, and it just makes me so excited to meet her and hold her and experience this person. And then I also have loved sharing it with my oldest daughter, especially. She's 5.5, and she is so interested in everything that's going on, and she loves coming to all of my appointments and has lots of questions, and just seeing her bond with her sister before she's even born is really special. The first time, it's all about the baby because there aren't as many other people that are affected by it. And then I've found that the second and then the third time, a lot of it is still about that first child, where it's how is it going to affect that person. And I haven't been thinking so much about this baby as much as I think about my kids already and how it's going to change their world, for better or worse. My youngest is 2, so I don't think she quite knows what's coming. For me right now, the worst thing about being pregnant is heartburn. I'm so done with that, and I just want to eat whatever I want and not think about it and how it's going to make me feel in the middle of the night. The most rewarding part of being a mom for me is seeing my kids be who they are. It surprises me a lot how different they are from me. And I just look at them and think, where did you come from? Who are you? It's just amazing that they're these unique individuals, and I love just watching them from a distance, seeing who they are, what they get excited about, how they handle themselves in certain situations. I think that's really cool. And then having more than one child, I've just loved watching their bond develop and seeing the love that they have for each other. That's, at the end of the day, that's my highlight every day, is the moments when they've really loved on each other. It's pretty special. My advice for a new mom has a lot to do with my experience as a first-time mom. I had a really tough time. I had postpartum depression, but I didn't know it until about 6 or 7 months in. And I was connected with a lot of other moms and went to different play groups and stuff, and everyone I talked to was struggling. And so I just felt like, well, me too, and everybody is, so what I'm going through isn't different. And it took a long time before I realized that I was struggling in a different way than other people were, that everybody's not sleeping and wondering what the heck to do with their baby the first time around. But once I realized that there was something more going on, it changed everything for me. So I would say, if for any new mom, just really to pay attention to those feelings and what you're going through. And if you think there's any chance that you're experiencing something that's more than just normal first-time mom struggles, like, seek help, and it's probably legitimate and worth exploring, because once I got diagnosed and got help, everything was just so much easier and so much more manageable. And I felt like, okay, yeah, there's this level of struggle and then like this level of struggle, and I was way up here, and it brought me down to a normal level. It's hard to think of my kids being that old, being 20 or 21, but what I really would hope for them more than anything is that they are loving people who are gracious to others and think about what other people feel. I think there's a lot of focus on trying to find happiness in a career or a life path, but really what's most important is relationships, and treating others kindly will bring happiness ultimately, I think.